Hello, council members, everyone attending tonight. My name is Heather Johnson. Many of my friends and students know me as HR. It's because I'm a person that people ask lots of questions to. I'm kind of a nerd and like to read. But I'm here to speak as my last official duty for the Summerville Beautification Committee. Some of you I know a lot of what we've done. Some of you may not think we've done anything in the community, so I just wanted to provide an accounting to you before we continue with our volunteer efforts. So I think you all may know some of the current members: June Van Stein, Martha Sue Hope, Sandra Gruel, Jamie Walker, Charles Schutt, and Tina Atkinson. They're not here tonight. And then, of course, myself. I've been with the committee from the beginning. I started out as the vice chair. In the last 2.5 years, I've been the chair. We were formed in late 2016. We started meeting in the beginning of January, and it was quite the learning experience. We weren't really given many guidelines of what to focus on, so we all talked, and we decided to focus on litter and waste and those types of issues in our community to clean it out, and some other small beautification projects that we've done. If you weren't aware, we last year got a copy of the Wartville Wizard to every elementary school in Dorchester District 2 and 4. We also helped recommend a tree grant to the town and did the cleanup portion to fulfill that grant. We did the cleanup portion. We've been out in front of Town Hall giving away free reusable bags. We've done cigarette butt litter scans and donated ashtrays, wall-mounted ashtrays, to the Ice House and other local businesses to help reduce that. We have done a ton of cleanups, and at this point it's kind of sad because it just comes right back. And we began doing lots of partnerships. So we're partnered up with the South Carolina Aquarium, trying to get a better idea of actual numbers for Summerville of the litter issues. We have partnered up with the Youth City Council quite a bit. They helped out a lot at some of our events. Palmetto Pride, we formed a clean team, bringing volunteers together through social media and 2 other cleanups. And we've made connections with Lions clubs, Rotary clubs, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, those sorts of things. And more importantly, we've built a relationship with the community through Keep Dorchester County Beautiful's booth at the farmers market. Myself and other beautification committee members volunteered and talked with the community. A lot of people want recycling, as a sidebar. But we've talked to the community, and they see all the trash and litter everywhere, and they're tired of it too, and are just looking for solutions like we have been. So that's a little snapshot of a lot of things we've done. You can review our minutes and agendas, of course. We've been submitting them. But I just want to give you some of the numbers. So we have the Camden High School Honors Math team come out to the Dorchester County Library this year. They got 14 bags of trash, a bird's nest made out of plastic, and had to extract an old soda bottle from a tree root. 14 bags from a library. The last year's Ashley River cleanup, which is primarily in Summerville, even though it's more of a county event, that had 120 volunteers that came out to it, thanks to a bunch of different groups pulling in volunteers. They cleaned up 4 miles and got 7,600 pounds of litter from the river and around. The county, Keep Dorchester County Beautiful, and county code enforcement got together and wrote a dual grant through Palmetto Pride. It was for Dorchester County, but a fourth of the area covered was within Summerville town limits. They covered 110 miles, and it was approximately 28.79 tons of trash. So if you divide that by 4, you'll get Summerville's with that. We cleaned Lincolnville Road, 2 miles long, 70 bags of litter, 1,750 pounds. Wallace Ackerman Drive and Old Fort, 2 miles, Fire Station 21. Volunteers came out. They had 25 bags of litter in a short section. If you were out on Berlin G right before Halloween, you may have seen the bags and the PSA signs that were left out right before Halloween. That was us in conjunction with Summerville Youth City Council. The kids made those signs for us, and we think they were pretty impactful. It started a conversation. People were talking about it. And just a quick plug, the Ashley River cleanup is coming up again and it's at Jessen Boat Landing, and most of this cleanup, again, is primarily in Summerville town limits, and there's a bunch of other organizations, again, coming in to help with that. Charleston Waterkeepers, Low Country Land Trust, the Summerville Saltwater Anglers, Ashley Ridge Cares, which is a charity club out of Ashley Ridge High School. So we're bringing groups together, we're elevating the conversation. The biggest event that we did was last April. We had an event called Earth Day Echoes at Cuthbert Center, and we literally just gave away free stuff all day. We gave away vests and bags and gloves and litter sticks, composters, seed bombs. We gave away a ton of things and information. We taught kids how to make bees nests. The Youth City Council built a replica of the town square and put litter decomposition times in it. There was a lot there. We had a recycling robot. We had the aquarium out, lots of other partners, and everyone who attended wants us to have that again this year, but bigger and with more participants. So all of that said, well, actually, and we got to do some cool things. We gave out PSA awards, which were Please Stay Awesome awards, to people who are earth-friendly heroes in the neighborhood. And we got to give out some of those, including June Van Stein. Many of you know her and all of her work with Gardening Club and things like that, and several others and businesses in the community as well. We were also able to host an art contest, and through donations, again, Keep Dorchester County Beautiful, we were able to give a high schooler a brand new tablet as a prize for creating the poster image for that event. And it did start a ripple effect, lots of people talking about it, and like I said, a lot of people want us to have that event again this year. That said, after doing this for a few years, I'm a little burnt out. It is tiring picking up trash over and over and over again. It's very sad when you don't feel like you're getting that conversation back. Some of the past difficulties that we have had, I don't think I've ever spoken on this publicly before, but some of you on the council do know there were some difficulties in our vision and that of Mayor Johnson, quite frankly. We kept getting told that we needed to focus on accounting for the dual power poles in town. And we're volunteers. We don't, we have better things to do with our time. We have a storage unit in town property, and I attempted to give a key to that storage unit to the person who was our representative at the time from town, who also was at Parks and Rec, which you know is the keeper of the keys, and they refused to take that key. It was frequently discouraged or just encouraged not to let the county take over our projects, even though they've been nothing but helpful in bringing us unlimited supplies of bags, and we don't have a budget through y'all, so they've been giving us all of the litter sticks, all of the bags, all of the gloves, extra social media coverage, all those things that we need, and that relationship was discouraged. We pushed to create a litter and solid waste reduction plan because that is not covered in the green infrastructure plan. We had one meeting on that, and it quickly jumped to, do you know how expensive it is to create your own sanitation department? And my response was not as expensive as it is to research whether or not we need one. So I do want to give some kudos, though, to Jessie Schuler and Miss Beth. She's amazing. I'm sure you guys know what a gem you have in her. And Miss Kimma, who showed up to her fair share of cleanups and events as well over these past couple of years. I hope that this committee will move forward. I hope that you'll get volunteers that want to do the work, because frankly, if you appoint someone to go and talk about trash, it's not a subject most people want to cover. But I would encourage you guys to continue this committee and have more oversight, get more involved in it, help give the committee more purview, help give them more resources, help give them more sidelines so they know what to do. We highly recommend, and we did formally recommend, that a litter and solid waste reduction plan be made or researched, and I kept emailing for the next meeting, and it didn't happen. There are things you could do to lead by example in, eco-friendly matters, maybe encouraging our frequent events downtown to be a little more eco-friendly. I know you guys know all the trash problems that come with our events, so I think there are ways we can mitigate that. And yeah, so that's my accounting of the past few years. I'm sorry it's a little splotchy, but there's a lot that we did that could be covered. And I really do think this is important work. I think Summerville is growing. You all know that. I think if you walk around town, you can see the trash problems. If you look in the ditches, you can see it clogging up, helping flooding issues exacerbate. Um, so I do hope you continue this work. I hope you really look into it. I know trash is something that's been a big deal in Summerville for a while, but we haven't really looked at the source of the problem and researched our needs and really developed those relationships with the county. And as we know, all our little pockets and everything we have going on. So I hope moving forward you guys will be more involved. I hope you will continue this committee's work. We do plan to apply as volunteers whether or not the committee continues to have another Earth Day festival with the aquarium already signed on as a sponsor and other groups already signed on as a sponsor for that. I think that's all unless you have any other questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your hard work. We appreciate it very much, and we like having Summerville clean.